Welcome to MatchroomBets.com. I'm Jesse May, talking boxing with legendary promoter Barry Hearn. Now, last time we talked boxing, Barry, you predicted David Haye for the early knockout, and you nailed it.
I was very happy with that one because obviously, if you remember the fight, McAnally hit Haye with a big punch in the first round, which took him back to his ancestors, that's for sure. But they were both big punches. It wasn't such a clever call because someone was going to go, hey, I got lucky and I'm pleased. I hope everyone had their money on it.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what you said. Now, big stuff coming up. You're a good tipster, but huge news. I mean, this weekend, the Prizefighter.
Well, the Prizefighter series is our latest idea. You know, we're trying to innovate new, exciting boxing promotions, and it's tough. It's a tough market out there. So we've come up with an old idea that Jack Solomon's promoted in the 30s and the 40s, where fighters box 3-round fights, professional boxers fight 3-round fights in a competition. Now, Solomon's in the 30s did it over a period of weeks. 8 fighters had 4 quarterfinals. They came back a month later, they had 2 semis. They came back another month for the final. Matchroom does things differently, all in one night.
I love this idea.
I
can't believe they've never done it before.
The Boxing Board of Control have changed the rules to allow us to do it properly. Obviously, every fighter has to have a medical after every fight to make sure he's fit to continue, because sometimes you win a fight, hey, you got cut, maybe you've been in a brawl up and downer. You know, sometimes the doctor says, no boy, you've had enough. We have 2 reserves standing by, sweating, hoping they get their chance. What do we do with the 2 reserves? We toss a coin to see who goes in. Right. So you have a situation where one of the reserves might be fighting straight in the final. We just don't know. But please God, everyone's okay, and we're just going to have a very entertaining night. But from a betting perspective, this is awesomely difficult. All the form lines are out the window. There's 3 undefeated fighters in the 8. Ambitious, young, fit. One of them, Dolan, has won a gold medal in the Commonwealth Games. Big credential. Matters for nothing. This is a 3-round cobble fight, what we call a tear-up, because these guys are going to come in and they're going to try and take the other guy's head off because they know, hey, it's prize money. They're on £3,500 for turning up. They win a fight, they double their money. They win another fight, they're guaranteed $10,000. They win the competition, they get $25,000.
Would you rather be on a boxer who's known for the big knockout punch or a guy who's known for being in good shape and having stuff?
I'd rather be on a knockout puncher, but looking at the records of the 8 guys, I don't see any severely concussive fighters. So I'm looking for a fighter who's active, who for 3 rounds can throw a lot of punches, because the judges are not going to score draws in a round. They've got to go for one or the other. That way, there's no potential for a draw in a competition, which is obviously, you know, what do we do? The 3 judges appointed by the Boxing Board of Control will score in favour of a fighter in each round, so we will have a result. So I'm looking for a fighter who's going to be a bit busier.
I mean, it seems to me, really, because you don't know the fighters, the in-running betting is going to be almost better than the ante-post.
Well, I think you could be right, unless you can find some value, which we're always looking for at Matchroom Bets. Now, this show is sponsored by partybets.com. They've got their prices up already, and I had a look this morning. Yeah. If we go through, the order is very simple. In the first fight, Dave Ferguson fights Billy Bessie. I've got to go for Ferguson. He's a very experienced fighter. Alex Ibs in the second fight against Martin Rogan. I like Rogan. Ibs is young, a little bit inexperienced. But hey, these are 3-round fights. I could be talking rubbish. The next fight, Paul Butlin, Colin Kenner. Toss of a coin. But now here's the secret. I've seen quite a lot of Colin Kenner fight. He's Irish. I see him go 10 rounds with Sosnowski, the dragon from Poland. And he tried and he threw punches for 10 rounds. And he wasn't fit that night. This was only 6 weeks ago.
That's 10 rounds.
I know he's been in the gym for 6 weeks. I saw him at the weigh-in the other day. The stomach has disappeared. This guy is an Irish brawling fighter. And I'm looking at Kenner to be the surprise package of this. He's a 4 or 5 to 1 shot. I like the odds. The final fight, Darren Morgan against David Dolan, looks to be the big favourite. But where's my value? 2 to 1. I don't see value in a 3-round fight back in 2 to 1. I'm looking, as you say, in running betting. I'm looking to go for Colin Kenner to win his first fight, and I'm going to have a little bet on Kenner to win it outright at 4s. The final semi-final lineup looks like Ferguson, Rogan, Kenner, Dolan. tough fight. I want to have my money out in the first fight by picking a winner of an even money fight, and then my long odd bets up for none. That's my best bet, but I've got to tell you, this is a tough one to call.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch, though. The whole thing live.
The whole thing live on Sky Sports 1, 9:30 on Friday night, from the home of boxing, York Hall, Bethnal Green, with a star-studded audience, and with 8 fighters all hungry to go home £25,000 richer.